Hello, my beautiful Cancers, and welcome back, or welcome. If you're just joining me, my name is Rachel Navy, aka Villagio Strega, of course, and I'm here with your August 2021 reading. I'm looking at your challenge, your advice, your potential outcome for each week, and then summarizing it from the bottom of the deck. What card is there for the energy for the whole month, and then taking a look at each week, clarifying it up with the Tarot Familiar deck for one card each, or however many they want me to have for you all. So that said, Cancer, I got a really good vibe here starting out for you guys already, and it's like one of you're coming to terms, or you're coming to peace with a situation, and really getting over, for some of you, or maybe someone in particular, like really getting over either a state of depression or a state of anxiety that you've been holding on to for a really long time. It's because you've going through a spiritual awakening of sorts. I'm just going to put this down, guys, so you can see what's going on now. Let me remind you all too that this is a general reading, will not resonate for everyone, so keep what does and leave the rest. But there's just this really strong, really strong comfort I'm feeling, or like peace of mind that's coming in for Cancers on the collective. I'm getting, anyways. Y'all may be thinking, yeah, right, Strega, what are you talking about here? But indeed, there's some new opportunities, a lot of growth. I feel like there's a lot of emotional growth for you guys this month, even though maybe the cards aren't necessarily saying that. I got a feeling there's a lot of, there's expansion, there's growth and expansion. There it is. Again, she appears, she emerges, is who? The High Priestess energy here, Cancers. This is regulated by the moon, which is, of course, your correlating planet, right? She's highly psychic, highly feminine energy. She listens to her intuition, and I really feel like this is the key word here for you guys on the collective, is listening to your intuition this month. Also, reminder that the major arcana cards, the ones like this with a Roman numeral, or they have a name associated with it outside of a number, are the most pertinent cards of the reading. And she, as far as I can see right now, she's one of only two major arcanas coming out at this time, right? And she's about balancing that knowledge and that wisdom, both what her inner self says and what she actually gathers for facts, either observes or like sees black and white kind of thing. It's about taking that information, making a decision, or having that awareness, and bringing balance and harmony back into your life again. So this is the general vibe for the month. I really feel like it's about to, indeed, learning to go with the flow of things and bringing that balance back into your life. There's some sort of something happening for you guys that's going to really shake it up enough so that way you have a spiritual awakening, I feel, for some of you. So week one, what's the challenge? What's been the challenge for week one? Is standing your ground on a situation here, Cancers. You could be facing a lot of opposition with someone or someones. That's what all these other wands are. They're like, hey, I don't agree with you, but you're like, nope, I'm going to take a stance on this. You may be willing to negotiate a little bit, but you're not going to compromise yourself, or at least the challenge was not to compromise yourself any further in a situation. The advice card was to celebrate, have some joy and abundance in your life, have some sorority, even some sort of pledging, some sort of togetherness, where it's lighthearted, it's fun, definitely enjoying life, mirth, merriment. Why? Because there's some sort of emotional situation here ending in your life, Cancers, that once was a struggle. It is now being rejoiced. It's now ending. That struggle, that emotional hard time, at least for week one, where week one is concerned, is finally closing out and coming to again. There may be some more like togetherness, family cohesiveness, community gathering kind of energy for you guys that brings in that emotional satisfaction to your life. A little bit. I really feel like there was a little bit more peace of mind coming here in week one for you guys in August. Now, week 2 is a little bit different. You're on pause for a moment. Why? Because the universe is coming to shake things up. Divine says, wait a minute, I got to put you on hold. I'm going to keep you where you're at because I want you to have this spiritual awakening. I want you to go through something. I want you to experience something. I want you to change your perception on a situation here, Cancers. That's why I'm suspending you. That's why this challenge is to wait. Have faith and wait in a situation. And then the advice is, of course, to nurture that creative spark. While you're waiting, there may be a little mystery. There may be a feminine energy over the age of 35 in your life here, Cancers, if not you yourself, that says we're about to pursue, we're about to take a new direction here and pursue what it is we're passionate about, what it is we desire, what is that creative, vital force to us, that mystery and transformation for ourselves. She's very honorable, very dedicated queen here, air sign, fire sign rather, with that as well. Another one's coming up, more messages coming in. You're on pause here. You got to ride it out here, Cancers. Have that awakening a bit because something is coming at you fast. Some sort of message is going to come your way. Again, one that is very passionate, one that is something you desire and to be pursued very quickly. As soon as the divine says, oh, now you get it, right? What your challenges for week 3 is the 4 of Cups. Again, another offer coming to you. It's going to satisfy you more emotionally, but you have to be aware of it. You have to actually look at it. And instead of just like, okay, this is what I'm used to, this is my comfort zone, I'm a little bit bored with it, but recognize that there is another cup being offered to you, and this is going to play out here. It looks like for week 4 here as well, when it comes to making a choice about this new offer. Could be an offer of love, or it could be just something that brings you a little bit more peace in your life. Why? Because the Ten of Swords is out. Ten of Swords, again, is the end of drama, end of struggle. Some of you may have been dealing with back pains. Your advice is to let the drama go, Cancer. Let the shit go, so that way you can heal. That way the war's over, right? The war's come and gone, and it's time to pick up the pieces and move on. Finished. Something has come to a completion, so that way something new can begin in your life. You need to go with the flow of this, Cancer. This is a very tough energy for Cancers sometimes, is the flow, because they like to take care of others. They like the family life. They like emotional support. They need to retreat now and then. They need to go into their little cave and have their quiet time. But because they're so empathetic, because they're so passionate, because they're so loving, that when they're kind of caught off guard in a situation, especially when something catches them by surprise and ends, that they struggle with the flow of things. Now, this for some of you too is an indication not to be greedy, especially if there's some sort of agreement coming up here in regards to finance, right? Emotional satisfaction and finance. If there's some sort of offer, and for some of you this may be like a divorce settlement, or it may be some sort of like financial agreement here where you're like, nope, these are my coins, this is my solid foundation. You have a hard time giving up with that. That's going to backfire on you if you do that here, Cancers. If you go with the flow of things, you meet somebody halfway, or take this offer that's being presented to you, it's going to work out much better for you. And again, that challenge for week 4 is this new opportunity or finding the balance in the situation. But I really want to hone on this too, because some of you have been saving up for a more stable, solid foundation here. And indeed, he's got his feet on his coins, that like, this is what I'm doing with this money. The universe isn't going to bring you any more money. It's not going to financially support you if you don't give, if you don't share that wealth here as well. So it's a change, yes, here, Cancers. It feels like a stuck situation, but allow it to end. Take that offer, allow it to end, and go with the flow of it so you don't get that stuck energy. Again, a decision, a choice needs to be made. Here's the challenge, right? Week 4. What opportunity is going to be best for you coming up in week 4? How do you find the balance? How do you juggle your work life, your family life, your emotions, all this other stuff is the challenge for the end of the month. You're wielding the sword of truth. The advice is justice card energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. There's the third one. Libra energy. Truths are coming out. Being honest with yourself. Completing a cycle. End of some sort of karmic energy for you guys. Because you're dealing with realities that you hadn't been dealing or fully dealing. Like you were aware of them, but the patterns kept on repeating themselves. The behaviors kept on repeating themselves. The situations kept on repeating themselves, Cancer, because even though you had an awareness of things, you weren't fully dealing with them. And now it's time to make that choice. Now's your chance to make that choice in order to bring some balance back into your life. Six of Swords energy out. That's that voyage with baggage. It could be, again, I feel like divorce settlement for some of you Cancers. Like it could be like, okay, he or she gets half the house or this amount of money or sells the house even, and this is moving on. While it may be emotionally hard to deal with, there's going to be help there along the way. And this is a new direction in your life. You're just carrying some of that emotion with you, at least for the time being. For others of you, this could be a simple vacation, a little getaway, so that way you can go deal with your own emotions. Because again, closing out a karmic cycle, this is repeated for the second half of the month here. Something coming to an end, some sort of drama in your life coming to an end. Finally, because you're bringing things back into balance. You're having this awakening here towards the week two's energy. And it's shaking you up a little bit, but that you realize too that this is also an opportunity for growth and expansion in your life, and that can be scary. So you want that help and support along the way, right? Of course you do. Use your intuition with it all here, Cancers. That's the big thing. Go with your gut in a situation, and hang-ups will happen. Be open to communicating, negotiating. But stand your ground. Let's clarify week one, see what we're getting here for Cancers on the collective. Clarify week one, please, for August. Got the Ace of Wands energy. Yeah, something new is definitely being offered to you. That's why that Ten of Cups, it's like, oh, thank God. Some emotional relief in a situation here for you, for sure. Lots of Wands energies out during the first part of the month here. Actions, but it's after a pause. It's going to take a minute. Got to change your perception in something. Week two, please. Clarify week two. Ace of Wands. Like the universe says, here's a gift. Pursue what you're passionate about. Four of Wands energy. Celebration of anticipation of change. Anticipation means it hasn't happened quite yet, right? Because you're on pause. And when it does, though, Cancer, it's going to happen fast. Real fast for you guys. Wait a minute, I got another one out with it. The Knave of Wands, here it is, repeating. Knave of Wands energy. You got a lot of ideas. There's a lot of ideas. So I've got the look at this. I've got the Knave of Wands. I've got the Knight of Wands, and I've got the Queen of Wands. That's all about you strategizing, coming up with your plans, pursuing what it is you're passionate about. Messages coming in that say, hey, I've got this idea. Let's put it into action. Don't think about it too much, right? Don't come up with too many ideas here, Cancer, because then you'll trip yourself up a little bit. But there's going to be one in particular, it looks like, because that change is coming. There's going to be one in particular that it's like, aha, the light bulb goes off. You're going to have to change your perception, though. That's what that's saying. In order to put that into action. So like a new idea, new plan you hadn't thought of yet. Situation. All right, second half of the month. Week three, please. We've got the Magician card energy, right? Because something's coming to an end. That drama's coming to an end. You recognize you have all the tools you need to manifest what it is you desire. It's like you're dreaming it. You're thinking of it. You're coming up with the plan. You have the realization, oh, this is what I want. In the first 2 weeks here, and then it's manifesting. You're manifesting it for yourself because you're like, nope, I'm done with that. I'm taking this new opportunity. I've got the finance to do it. End of the drama. I'm in agreement. I've negotiated enough. I'm not compromising. Here it is. Moving forward. Queen of Cups energy. End of the month, week 4 here. Again, keeping that balance of the situation. End of a karmic cycle. And 6 of Swords, that voyage with baggage perhaps. Those thoughts that come with you as you travel. Be compassionate with yourself, Queen of Cups. Be a compassionate listener to a situation. Put love back into this circumstance for yourself, or you yourself are going to be loving what it is you're doing. Why? Because you've done the work to bring things back into balance here. You've taken the opportunity, you've taken the time to think and then act, and things fall into place as they should. You've listened to your intuition here for sure, Cancer. So if you haven't already, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know how this resonates for you. I do so appreciate it. And again, if you have a challenge in your life you'd like more guidance, clarity, or support on, feel free to reach out to me. All my information is either linked in the description below or the about section of my channel. Now, I really feel like this is like highlighting the Hanged Man energy here. Because, again, you're on pause over something. It looks like in week 2, again, changing your perception. And it's your opportunity to detox. So you've got the card of purification. It's time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. Right? So it's like, it's healing. It's self-healing energy. It's self-loving energy. I really feel like you're going through here, Cancers. It's almost like a transformation. And some it may be sobriety even, I feel like. Where you're like, I'm just gonna change my life. Like, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna take a stance on it, and I'm just gonna change everything about my life. But before I do it, I'm going to clear my head. I'm going to clear my body out. I'm going to clear my head space. So that way I can do it successfully and make it happen clearly. Okay, let's see what kind of stone or crystal message there is for you guys here on the collective as well. Everything's going to fall like into place in this circumstance here for you, Cancers. It's like timing, right? You do the work, the divine says, okay, I got your back. These are good choices you're making. Libyan gold tech type. Ooh, okay, it's a tech type. There you go. Banish your blahs. A 28 million year old Saharan desert glass, only found, and you guessed it, the Sahara Desert. This gem is yellow, but far from mellow. Who needs it? The navel-gazing and brooding binge watchers. Anyone looking to hit the streets with some extra swagger. Cancers! Hello. Where to put it? Hold Libyan gold tektite or this card at your will center, just above the navel. Is that solar plexus? Sacral chakra energy. At your will center, just above the navel, and set some goals. Seriously make a list. Then call on the fiery beyond ancient energy of this stone to help you break through the burning desires to binge watch the day away. When to use it? When your get up and go has ghosted you. So, witch, Cancers, you got this. Lifestyle changes, I really feel, is what's going on. You're listening to your intuition, detoxing the bullshit, and breathing in the new shit. So, blessed be, y'all. Take care.